Okay, I've started recording. Thanks, Mary. So welcome to our orientation for 2021. This is an information session. I'm going to keep it relatively casual and brief. But I wanted to start off with an icebreaker if you guys are comfortable. So I'm going to introduce myself and briefly say what program I'm from, and then ask you to do the same. And we can also talk about a fun thing that you did this summer. So my name is Lamia. I am the president of GSAS this year. I just started my third year of my PhD in environmental science. And one fun thing I did this summer was actually get a haircut, and I got my hair colored. It was blue a few months ago, and then it transitioned into this like weird green color. So thankfully I got rid of that. But that was the fun thing I did this summer. I'm going to ask Eden to go next. They are the person who is next on my list.
Hi, everyone. My name's Eden. I'm starting my PhD in environmental science, first year this year. This summer, I did a lot of gardening because I was stuck at home anyway. So harvested a lot of stuff, especially tomatoes. I'm still looking for recipes because we've got too many tomatoes. Maybe I'll pass the mic to Jessica.
Hi, I'm Jessica. So I'm starting my second year of my master's in cell and systems biology this year. This summer, sorry, let me think. I didn't do much. I did go on some hikes though, up more in the northern Ontario area, and that was really nice. Seeing all the like green trees and just spending some time out in the fresh air. So that was really enjoyable. I'll pass the mic to Joe.
Okay, hi everyone. I'm Joe. I'm starting my first year in the environmental science PhD program. One fun thing I did this summer. So I'm from New Jersey in the States, and we're having like this summer was the 17-year emergence of like this species of cicada. So my family and I really liked going after these cicadas and taking pictures of them. So I spent a lot of time in the woods and around that area where the cicadas were emerging. Just it's very surreal. It's very quiet, and then all of a sudden, there's cicadas everywhere, flying and buzzing. And then a couple of weeks later, they're all gone. So it's like kind of a special thing to be there for. So I spent a lot of time enjoying that. And I'll pass it to Miran, if I pronounced that correctly.
It's Myron.
Myron, okay. Cool.
So hi everyone. I'm a second year master's student in the Cell and Systems Biology program, and something interesting, or like at least something new that I did in the summer was I tried sushi for the first time. So that was an experience. I thought it was good though. So I'll pass it on to Andrea.
Hi everyone, I'm Andrea. I am the social events chair at GSAS, and I'm also in my second year of my master's in the EGV lab. I work with plants and insects, so I study plant immunity. I am part of the biological sciences, or the CSB program at UofT. And I guess one cool thing I did this summer, I finally got a kayak. It's an inflatable one, so there's a lot of jokes underwater when people pass me, but I got to do quite a bit of kayaking this summer, and that was really exciting and allowed me to relax from grad school. And I guess I will pass the mic to Menelik.
Hi everyone, I'm Menelik, going into my second year of my PhD at DPES. Something fun, lots of walks with my dog. I've also have a lot of tomatoes in my backyard that we're figuring out what to do, so lots of salads. Yeah, my fun is studying studiously all day, every day. I have to pass it to someone. I think it's just Lami is already done, so Mary.
Last but not least, so I am Mary Silcox. I am the Vice Dean Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies. And what did I do that was fun this summer? So the highlight for me, I went to St. Anne's Spa for a couple of nights. And because I'm middle-aged, the highlight was really napping in the afternoon. So, so that's what you all have to look forward to when you get past 40.
I've been looking for a nice spa to go to. I think I've just been really stressed. Did you say St. Anne's?
Yeah, St. Anne's, it's about an hour and a half east of Toronto, near a town called Grafton. It's gorgeous and beautiful and wonderful. It is pretty expensive though, but the food is really good. And you have like 4 meals a day, which I actually ended up skipping afternoon tea, which because I was busy napping, to be honest, but but normally you have breakfast, lunch, tea, and dinner. So anyway.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Very recommended. Yes.
Was there like some sort of tomato like burst this year? Why there's a lot of people saying that they have a lot of tomato groves. I have to tell my mom, she's like obsessed with gardening, and we have a balcony garden, so it's not big enough for tomatoes, obviously, but maybe she'll try. Thank you so much, everyone, for. Oh, is it because of the rain and a hot August? Okay, so climate change. Thank you so much for participating in that. I know it's tough to kind of speak during these things, so I appreciate everyone doing the icebreaker. So I'll get started with the rest of the program. So just introducing, oops, my arrows aren't working. Just introducing GSAS, which is the Graduate Student Association at Scarborough. We call it GSAS. A lot of people struggle with that. Sometimes they say GSAS, but it's GSAS, and it's great. So it was established in 1978. It used to be called something else, but now we call it GSAS, and we are a student-run nonprofit organization. And our purpose is to bring graduate students from different academic departments at UTSC together. So we have different graduate departments such as biology, psychology, physical environmental sciences, which includes chemistry, and we also have accounting students who are also in their master's programs here. So sometimes we feel really disjointed and disconnected within the campus, even though it's such a small campus relatively. So our purpose is to kind of bring them together into this one organization. And our mission is to promote the well-being of graduate students and to enhance the overall experience. So in terms of what we do a lot of different things. So we can organize social events. We coordinate a lot of professional development workshops, seminars, conferences. And the other thing we do is a lot of our representatives, including myself, we represent and advocate for students, for graduate students at UTSC across different departmental, institutional, and tri-campus committees and organizations. So that was, these are old pictures, obviously, because of COVID. In the past year, we haven't been able to have in-person events like this as much, but we did have most recently this August an in-person ice cream event, which was awesome. It was a huge success. We had it at the Sakura Grove in front of HW, which is where the cherry blossom trees are. This is one of our images of in the past year of an ice cream event, and then one of the conferences that we've had in the past. Another thing that you might have noticed is if you are in our listservs for graduate students, you should have received a bi-weekly newsletter. Our first one for this semester just went out, so you should have received information on the orientation week, the Valley, which is our graduate student journal, and some other opportunities. So sometimes we promote workshops, and conferences on there, as well as jobs and relevant opportunities that are coming up. So it's a really nice regular digest of different things that are going on. And the information is not also just organized by GSAS. So we have anyone who wants to promote any kind of opportunities that are relevant and beneficial to graduate students, we can kind of promote there. So in the future, if you're involved with other campus groups or even GSAS, you can contact us and we can promote your event on this newsletter. Here are some examples of some of the social events we've done throughout the years. Obviously, again, this is not from, these pictures are not from this year, and especially not the coffee break one, because it's just a nice coffee picture. But we had our Halloween parties and our holiday gathering, as well as we've had trivia nights in the past. We haven't had this in the last year and a half, but we also have wellness retreats, which our awesome health and wellness representative works really hard on. So that is where we go to Heart House. They have a farm there in downtown UofT, and it's a really nice experience. We also have trivia nights, as well as a rooftop garden that we've worked really hard on. And that is located in the SW. So hopefully we can visit that at some point. The other types of events that we have are academic, professional workshops, and networking events. So some of the academic events that we've organized before are the Graduate Student Seminar Series, or GSAS. So that's always difficult for me to say. It's a monthly event where we showcase different graduate students' work, and it's a great opportunity for you to practice your projects and presentations before maybe you go on to a conference, or if you're presenting your progress so far with your master's or PhD projects. We have New Frontier Seminar Series, which is a partnership with UofT Scarborough, the larger campus in general, where internal and external, usually established researchers come in and present their work. And there's been some really, really cool work that's been presented, and that is also monthly. And then we have the Interdisciplinary Graduate Research and Discovery Conference, or iGrad. And this is an annual conference where multidisciplinary research from all different graduate departments are presented, and we have an award ceremony, and it's a really nice gathering of different research disciplines. So those are some of the conferences, but we also have professional workshops that one of our reps who's here today they work on organizing those. And we also have networking events within and outside of these events. So that would be something to look forward to this year, hopefully, as we progress to more hybrid events. And we also have a travel reimbursement system. In the past years, it's been about $1,250 for fall and winter terms. We will speak more about this in our general meeting, which is going to be announced soon. And this system covers reimbursement for traveling from UTSC to downtown campus for those of you who are taking courses there. But we may expand this to other things as well. So I'm going to do team introductions next, but before that, since we have Dr. Silcox, who was so kind to join us, she's going to say a few words of encouragement as we start this year.
Okay, thanks, Lamia. So just so you guys know who I am, as I said, I'm the Vice Dean Graduate and Postdoctoral Studies, but in terms of what that means, is essentially I am the academic administrator responsible for everything to do with graduate students and postdocs at UTSC. So that includes oversight of our local programs like the Environmental Science PhD program and our clinical psychology. We have a few locally administered research programs, but also anything that has to do with graduate studies. So for you, those of you who are in Faculty of Arts and Science graduate programs and are affiliated at UTSC, I'm also your kind of local spokesperson. So I have two wonderful people in my office, Shelley Eisner and Gisela Bento, who are fantastically helpful to graduate students and can deal with things like issues of your OSAP eligibility and that kind of stuff. And basically what we do is we deal with anything that it kind of goes beyond what you deal with at your departmental level. So if within the context of sort of UTSC programs, you know, obviously you guys have wonderful departmental staff in your various departments, but anything that sort of can't be handled by them, we tend to handle. And I just really want to encourage you guys, if there are issues that come up, to really contact myself in my office. So just as an example, I found out last year that there was an issue of access around getting into the science wing building out of hours that was really a major problem for some graduate students. And I found out about it really way too late to do anything terribly constructive about it. But if I'd found out about it earlier, when it first became a problem 6 months before that point, I could actually have, you know, engineered a solution, because I do wield a reasonably big stick on your behalf. So, you know, if there are things like that that come up, please contact Lamia. She can always funnel things to me, or you can even contact me directly at vdgraduate.utsc@utoronto.ca. So in terms of encouragement, let's see, what can I say of encouragement? Well, I guess the most important advice I have, which is the same advice I always give to graduate students, is to be very intentional in the use of your time, right? It can feel when you're a graduate student like it's a 24-hour, 7-day-a-week job. And really, it's very important to kind of get out of that mindset and to have time that you work where you are, you know, working in a concentrated way. You know, don't spend half of your work time making sure that everything in your desk is at 90 degrees to one another, right? That's not actually useful. So be very intentional in using your work time, but also be very intentional in taking time off. Like take, you know, some time off on the weekends. Don't work 7 days a week. It's not a good idea. You're not going to be productive if you do that. And, you know, take some very intentional time as vacation time due over the course of the year. Because really, you know, any graduate program is a marathon and not a sprint. And if you don't be intentional about taking time off, you know, you're going to run up against mental health issues, which graduate students do sometimes anyway, even if they're really good at taking time off. And you know, we have a lot of supports in place to support anybody who has any kind of mental health issues on the UTSC campus. But a good way of kind of forestalling some of those problems is just give yourself a break every now and again and take an evening and go and, you know, well, I would say go and see a movie, but don't do that. Go and see a movie when we're allowed to, go to a bar when we're allowed to, do all of these things. Just find some way of getting your head out of the same space of that you're in when you're doing your school stuff and do something different. And that can look different ways to different people. I'm not a huge fan of organized sports, but if that's the thing for you, then great. You know, if it's playing cards with some friends, I do a lot of online escape rooms. That's what I've been doing during the lockdown. I've done more than 70 of them now. Whatever it is to get you out of that headspace, I think is really, really important. So, you know, work hard, but also take some time. And Lamia, I'm going to take off. So you guys, good luck with the rest of your orientation and good luck with this year. And again, my office is here to help you guys. Okay, so please make use of us.
Thank you so much, Mary. We really appreciate it.
Yeah, I appreciate you guys too. Take care.
Thank you. Bye. We also have Menelik next, who is going to talk a little bit about our campus graduate journal, The Valley.
Hey guys, so my name is Menelik, like I said earlier, but we just wanted to share with you guys the Valley, which is a graduate-run, student-run journal and magazine that we've just started at UTSC. And the goal of it is to allow for a variety of different publishing for graduate students, creative writing, academic summaries, reviews of books, and things along those lines. We're really working to develop this as a opportunity for people to, share their opinions and critical thoughts. And you can see more information about the Valley here at the website, which I posted in the chat. But in particular, we're looking for several different things. People who are interested in submitting, we're going to be having several calls for different themes and topics that will be going out to the graduate body and other folks over the next few weeks and months, coming from potentially through GSAS or other venues. But you can also see more information on our website. But also, we're really looking to develop our team with several different positions that we're looking to fill related to supporting our social media and communications and marketing. We're looking for someone interested in videography, another interested in that specific social media and marketing position and coordinating our efforts on those ends as well. We're always looking for editors as well as reviewers. And I'm going to drop a link to our reviewer sign up form, where if you're interested in just kind of getting a sneak peek essentially to all of the different submissions that are going to be coming out and reviewing for us, then we'd love to have your help. And so that'll be going in the chat. I'm also going to drop my email after I'm done talking. And so if you're able to see this, then send me an email or send an email to our journal email, and we'll be happy to talk more. So thank you. Thanks, Lamia.
No problem. Thanks so much, Menelik. So Menelik's information is going to be in the chat. I'm going to share my screen again. Okay, so now I want to introduce some of our team. So the person in the beginning, that is me. I'm the president this year, actually. So from 2021 to 2022. Like I said, I'm a PhD student in the Department of Physical and Environmental Science, and my work is with Indigenous communities. I look at environment and health and chronic conditions. So one of my most recent projects, for example, was on contaminant exposure and how that affects chronic conditions in a northern Quebec community. And as president, my role is to kind of coordinate with executive members. A lot of our roles are also overlapping. So even though we have certain positionings, we also work on different events. So for example, myself and other team members worked in organizing the orientation week itself. And I also represent graduate students at several different committees across campus, and also tri-campus in the tri-campus committee. So those are some of my roles. Our vice president is Franklin, who is a student in nanoplastic biofilm interactions in soil. And outside of research, he enjoys sports, food, volunteering, and watching good movies. And he is committed to providing an equitable student environment, advocating for graduate concerns, and improving overall student life. Adriano is our treasurer, who handles the financial side of things. And his research is on plant diversity, resource facilitation, and food productivity on green roofs. So as treasurer for GSAS, he will ensure that finances are properly reported and maintained. Outside of his research, he enjoys watching Netflix, gardening, hiking, and rock climbing. We have our social events chair here with us today. So Andrea is going to introduce herself.
Hi, I guess I did talk a little about myself, but I my background is in research is a plant immunity. So I study plant defenses against insects and their relationship to microbiome. It is a very niche topic. So if you have any questions, I'm very, very welcome and happy to discuss them with you. My role in GSAS is to organize social events across all programs. So I'm trying to, like, my main goal is to connect DPS to biological sciences, to accounting and humanities and whatnot. So I'm do try my best. I joined this year in January. So I'm trying my best to create inclusive events. So far I've organized St. Patrick's. I will also be organizing monthly game nights that everyone can join. And I think it's a great opportunity for you to meet other people as well in the across programs, and you also win gift cards, so that's really nice. We basically pay you to play. Then I'm always like, if it's a big event, you might, if that's something you are interested in, I always look for volunteers as well. So we have our GSAS team, but if you don't want to have the commitment of joining the team yet and you just want to have a taste of it, you can contact me. I believe my contact info is on the website. If not, you can just contact our Instagram and ask for me, and I'll be in touch with you on how you can help with such events. So yeah, that's about me. And I guess in my fun time, I'm very outdoorsy, so you can literally find me anywhere but inside. Thank you.
Thanks, Andrea. Okay, so the next person is Jessica, who is also here. So I'm gonna let Jessica introduce herself.
Hello, everyone. So yeah, I think I introduced myself a little bit before, but on GSAS specifically, so as a GAPS representative, I more organize those professional events. So those can look like workshops in the form of giving you guys workshops on like technical skills. Last year, we also had a focus on graduate students teaching these workshops themselves and sort of sharing their skills amongst each other. And there was a heavier focus on sort of soft skills and less of the technical aspect. But also beyond my role, like Lamia said, we're kind of all working on the same events together. So I helped organize some of the orientation week events as well. In my free time, I also like going out and being active. I think it's a great way to sort of just relax and like burn off energy. But I also do like spending a lot of time indoors, sort of just chilling, watching Netflix, spending some downtime. Yeah, I think that's me.
Thanks, Jessica. Next, we have Aswini and Myron, who are our NFSS coordinator. So Aswini couldn't join us today, but she is, her research is in drought effects on epicuticular wax composition, an historical collection of Canadian breadwheat cultivars. And as NFSS coordinator, she's looking forward to organizing these seminars, and apart from research, also enjoys traveling, gardening, archery, and playing the guitar. Myron, who's our other NFSS coordinator, is here today, so he's going to speak a little bit about his role.
Yep. Hey, everyone. So my research is in B-cell immunology, so like studying the expression of different molecules on these important immune cells. And as we mentioned, with Aswini, I'm also working as a New Frontiers seminar series coordinator. So again, our role is to invite these speakers either from UTSC or outside of UTSC and be able to like share their new findings with everyone here. We're currently still looking for 2 more coordinators, so we'll talk about that in the by-elections. But in terms of free time, I like playing video games and gardening too. I also have a bunch of tomatoes.
You guys need to start bringing the tomatoes, hopefully when we meet up on campus, because I would like some tomatoes now. The next exec is Tramy, who is the graduate I always have trouble with this one. GSSS coordinator. And as GSSS coordinator, she's excited to connect fellow graduate students in sharing their research passions across diverse departments outside of research. When there's a chance, she enjoys reading, exploring new foods, playing volleyball, and baking. And our wellness rep, Patricia, actually was kind enough to send a video introduction. So I am going to share that in 1 second.
GSAS Health and Wellness Representative. And
Sorry, I believe I was muted.
hi, I'm Pat Simsesson, and I've been elected as this year's GSAS Health and Wellness Representative. And so part of my job is to be a bridge between you, the graduate students, and the Health and Wellness Department. And so there are health and wellness resources available to us. They are listed on the website, so you can, check those out whenever you need to. Or you can email me if you'd like to find out more information. Also, I am involved in organizing just regular events such as like coffee breaks. And we recently had, earlier in the year, we recently had a ice cream day, and that was really great, really successful. It was nice to see a bunch of people in person, but distanced outside having ice cream on a nice day. In the past, Health and Wellness Week, there was a retreat, but because of the COVID situation, we won't be able to have an in-person retreat, but I am working on organizing some live online content. So we can still have those retreat days, but not necessarily be restricted by having to go in person. Also, the GSAS Balcony Garden is the domain of the Health and Wellness Representative. If you have been on campus and have seen the garden, it does look pretty sad. But with campus opening up a bit more and restrictions lightening up a bit, the planters will be refurbished, and we actually will be building a couple more. So there will be a couple of workshops that you'll be able to sign up and have the opportunity to join in and build with a small group of people outside. Yep. So I look forward to hopefully interacting with all of you in person sometime this year. I'm sad to say that I wasn't able to make it to today's meeting. But yeah, have a good year, everyone.
Okay, so that was Pat, and she's really great on a lot of the health and wellness initiatives. We have our departmental reps, Manisha, who is the departmental rep for biological sciences. She will be working with the Biology Administration and Biological Student Association to coordinate events for the bioscience graduate community. Outside of the lab, she enjoys teaching, painting, reading novels, and cooking. Oops, sorry. Steve is our DPES representative, since we have a lot of DPES folks here. His goal in serving in GSAS is to provide a conduit between classmates and the student government. Outside of work and school, he spends his spare time hiking, reading history and politics, and researching his family tree, which is really cool. And we have Nisma, who is the psychology department representative, and she's looking forward to involving and engaging with peers through GSAS events. And outside of research, her interests include snowboarding, hiking, tennis, biking, and reading. We have our UTGSU reps next. I believe Lisa is here. So if Lisa would like to speak a little bit about her role and introduce herself. I'm sorry, I don't think she got a chance to do our icebreaker, but yeah.
No, that's okay. I'm in the lab, so there's a lot of background noise, so it's better to just kind of keep myself muted. But hi, my name is Lisa. I am the UTGS, one of the 2 UTGS reps for this academic year. So what we do is we sit on the University of Toronto Graduate Student Union. So part of my role is advocating for the needs of grad students within the greater University of Toronto community. So a little bit about myself. I'm a 5th year PhD student in the chemistry department, so affiliated to UTSC through DPAS as well. My research involves aquatic ecotoxicology using Daphnia magna. So we study anthropogenic contaminants and the influence that they have on the metabolic profile of those organisms. So outside of the lab, I do enjoy spending time outdoors. I like to cook, though don't have much time to, but also very much enjoy being outside and just kind of taking care of myself and my mental health through those routes and avenues. So if you have any concerns as new students as to what we can be doing through GSAS and any concerns that we can bring to the UTGSU, please feel free to contact myself or Kuna, my partner in this role, and we'll definitely make sure to advocate for Scarborough students within the greater grad student community. So thank you.
Thanks, Lisa. And like Lisa said, Kuna is the other UTGSU rep. And outside of the lab, she enjoys going on runs, hikes, and playing squash. So next, we're just going to talk about some of our orientation week events. So we have week-long events planned. Today's event was obviously this information session, and we have events planned every day that we hope that folks attend. So the first event that Myron's going to introduce is the 5 Ways to Wellbeing.
So, hey everyone. As you may or may not know, grad school can be pretty stressful. And so being able to manage the stress and being able to really focus on your well-being and happiness are super important. So tomorrow, Tuesday, from 1 to 3:15, we're inviting our guest speaker, Chad Jankowski, who's a member of the mental health team at UofT, to kind of present a workshop on 5 different ways that you can focus on your well-being. So this will be kind of like a fun interactive session where you'll be able to kind of like speak with your fellow grad students and learn 5 different activities that you can do that will really help with your happiness, well-being, mental health in general. It's super fun. I've attended it in the past and I thought it was really great. And we're also giving out gift cards for like doing a raffle for gift cards. So please attend it. You can RSVP. I think there's a link in the email that was sent out. But yeah, hope to see you there.
Thanks, Myron. Yeah, I also attended one of Chad's workshops in our past events, and he's just really great. And it was a really, really useful and just really nice experience connecting with people, because especially during COVID, I feel like we're all very disconnected, and it's difficult, especially in the beginning of a new term, adjusting to things. So hopefully this will be a nice event to help with that. Oh, sorry, my arrows keep not working. Next we have game nights, which Andrea hosts. So I'm gonna let Andrea speak on this.
Yeah, so thank you, Lamia. I am going to be organizing together with the whole theme 2 game nights that are happening September 14th and 16th. They are open to all grad students, and there are again gift cards that you can win. There are, I believe, 5 gift cards that we're gonna give away. So if there is not that many people showing up, everyone gets one, but if there aren't, if there are a lot, then only 5 get gift cards. And these are at Starbucks that you can use on campus or anywhere else. They will be e-gift cards. Then we're going to play games such as Pictionary, Code Words, Gardic Phone, and Geoparty. So these are all gonna be online. There's a Zoom link. You can, if you have friends in other departments, they're very welcome to meet, and it's another chance for you to meet other people from upper years as well. And this is happening Tuesday and Thursday from 7:30 to 9:30. We might extend it if we're having fun. It's always like the end time is always flexible. You can leave whenever you want to leave as well. And that's kind of it. If you have any other questions about this particular event, just let me know. And I believe the next event that I'm hosting, and the next slide is mine too, Lamia, right?
No,
sorry.
So-
The grad panel is Myron.
So it's back to me. So I'm also organizing a grad panel. So this is kind of a really casual event where senior grad students like PhDs, postdocs will be able to kind of discuss their experiences at UTSC with their research, grad life, like general stuff. And so new grad students are invited to attend this panel and hear from older grads, and also to ask questions during our Q&A session. It's really casual, just from 12 to 1 on Wednesday, September 15th. Again, we're also doing a raffle for gift cards, so please RSVP and attend. Again, September 15th. Hope to see you there.
And then this is my event. So if you haven't RSVP'd yet, please do so. If anyone could actually send, if I could ask someone from the GSAS team to send the RSVP link in the chat. I'm currently up from a tablet and I don't have the link, but if you haven't RSVP'd to the event, please, and if you have the time and would want to meet in person, this is like a great opportunity to do so. It will happen at HW on the HW patio, so it will be outdoors. Anyone will be able to join. So first years and upper year grad students will be are allowed to join. It is an RSVP based event. So because of COVID guidelines, we're only limiting people. We're limiting people to attend, and just so that everyone is going to be safe. We are going to have 2 options. There will be vegetarian and chicken skewers. So vegetarian will be tofu with lots of veggies on it, and the chicken are halal if you have any dietary restrictions like that. And they will come with salads as well as the dessert and pop. In terms of COVID, I just like to describe how this kind of is going to go. Everything will be individually packed. So there will, if you're concerned, we're really trying our best to be as careful as possible while still maintaining that social aspect of grad life, because online is not as personal. So it would be nice to now put a face to the name as well. The deadline to RSVP is today by in 4 minutes, but if you RSVP by 2 p.m. it's fine, or like in half an hour, I would say. If you didn't RSVP, again, you cannot attend. So it is very strict that you do fill the form. I hope that you guys get a chance to come. I think it would be really fun, and it would be really nice to meet all of you as well. Yeah, thank you.
Thanks, Andrea. We're looking forward to seeing you, hopefully in the picnic. And the last thing is our scavenger hunt, which Jessica is going to talk about.
Yeah, so this one is another, not an online event. We're going to try something to encourage like students to go outside. So we've organized scavenger hunt with a checklist of items, different places to explore on campus, different things to sort of go and see for yourself. And so that list we've actually put onto our Facebook event page, which I put the QR code and the link for right here. Later this week, you'll also get an email from us with this link as well, just so that you have it if you want to participate. We're going to do it based on completion. So the first 3 students who do the entire checklist of scavenger hunt items 100%, and then we have ways to track who's completed each event or each item, then they'll receive a $50 gift card to the vendor of their choice, of course, subject to approval by GSAS, but more or less the vendor of your choice. So that's really exciting. We hope that you guys want to participate in that. We're going to take the photos that you guys take from those, and we'll put them on our social medias if you would like, if you allow us to, and we'll also be sort of compiling them together into an e-scrapbook so that you guys can also keep any photos that you do take during orientation week. So that'll be a lot of fun. I hope you guys participate and like this event too.
Thanks, Jessica. The last thing that I wanted to share is that we will be announcing our by-election soon. So we're looking for several different positions that are still not yet filled. We had our last election is in June of last term. So we're looking for secretary, social media coordinator, a few more seminar coordinators, as well as social science humanities departmental reps and Master of Environmental Science and Master of Accounting and Finance reps. We also wanted to add a sports representative who will be working closely with Pat, who is our health and wellness representative, and hopefully adding more physical health components to our offerings. So hopefully folks can apply to these and are interested in joining GSAS and getting more involved with our campus community. So we are running early, so that's good. And some of our resources are listed here. I can send the slide as well as the recording, hopefully will be made available soon. And you can also find all of our information, our social media links, as well as a lot of the resources on our website at uoft.me/GSAS. So that concludes our presentation for today. Does anyone have any questions? Okay, perfect. Thanks so much for coming, guys. Have a good day, and hopefully we'll see you tomorrow at the wellness workshop. It really is super helpful. So hope to see everyone there.
Thank you for all the information.
No problem. Bye. I'm just gonna get the